Killer Cross and Scarlett open up on their Backstage WWE frustrations. Plus, we have an update on the WWE future of the New Day. And what is going on with Shane McMahon in WWE? We've got to talk about it. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. Karrion Kross, now Killer Kross, and Scarlett, now Scarlett, have been gone from WWE for a little while now. What a weird time that was, where it genuinely felt like it was a weird pseudo storyline.
Very strange, worky, shooty. Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. I thought it was a work. I thought they were coming back, but apparently not.
I thought they were too, but no, and it wasn't the case at all. So now that they're at a point where they're being quite open about how it all went for them, and Karrion Kross and Scarlett were on Chris Van Vliet's show Insight, and they opened up about the creative frustrations that they face. And this wasn't so much to do with the frustration from Karrion's side. We've spoke a lot about that over the months of how he was keen to do more, but he was pulled to do less. This is more about Scarlett and how she was essentially benched by WWE. They talk about the period that followed their run as the Final Testament and how WWE essentially benched Scarlett Bordeaux for no apparent reason. What did she say?
She said they basically take me off TV for 3 months every single time he had a backstage segment, because I know some people noticed, why isn't Scarlett in this? Every single week, Cross would ask, why isn't Scarlett in this? Can she just be there? And they said, oh no, not this week, not this week. Scarlett revealed that AJ Styles actively pushed for her to be in a backstage segment during this time. AJ went to the office, he got approved that I could be in it. Later on, we shot that. And one of the producers comes up to me afterwards and says, how did you sneak yourself in there? So this has been something that's been talked about to remove me.
This is a very active act towards Scarlett.
Yeah.
They don't want her in and around it. Karrion Kross added, anytime I would ever bring it up, if she could be in the shot, they were like, yeah, we just want to focus on you. And you think that week it's okay, but then it happens a second week in a row, a third week in a row, fourth week in a row. And now we're looking around going, what's going on here? It seems strange that a woman who is so gifted on the microphone, so incredibly beautiful, just saying, they would decide, no, we don't want her on television.
Yeah.
Ew! Attractive, talented woman,
no,
go
thank you.
away!
Good God, no.
Get me more big men!
It's a surprising one, isn't it? It's very surprising, because I feel like they're a really good pairing, and all she does is compliment Cross.
Yeah.
All she does is help him out. I don't understand why they wouldn't want her on TV. It's very confusing.
It is a really strange one. And the whole interview is really great. Chris Van Vliet always gets the best out of people.
Yeah,
Do check out the new episode of Insight with him. In terms of people and creative frustrations at WWE, we've talked about Santos Escobar this week. Santos departed WWE very suddenly. His contract was up, and then we have since heard that there was disputes over not so much money, he was offered a fair whack, but more creative. PW Insider Elite has confirmed some more of the reports behind the reasoning of Santos Escobar's departure from the company, haven't they?
Yes, they said, we are told that Escobar, according to sources that have spoken with him in recent weeks, made it clear that he wasn't concerned about getting a raise as much as he was about having a laid out plan to show how he would be utilised by the company going forward. We are told that it wasn't even so much of a concern about getting a big push, but about locking himself into a new deal where there wasn't a plan, and then being in a situation where he'd be spinning his wheels instead of performing in the ring, which is absolutely fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that's what you'd want, wouldn't you? As a wrestler, you'd want to go, I want to know what I'm doing for the next few weeks. I don't want to be wasting my time here if I'm not going to be used.
It's one of them where you will get some people who will go, oh, boo-hoo, you're paid to sit in catering, or how to terrible life. But when you're a passionate guy and you're passionate into your wrestling, you want to get out there and you want to be a part of it. You want to be in the mix with it. And WWE seems to offer all these people all the money they could ever want. But the one thing they seem to not be able to offer certain people is that creative job satisfaction. You know, I mean, the job that we do this job, and we're very lucky to do it. Shagger Joel making his news debut today, by the way.
Hey.
He's doing a rather lovely job. But we could probably go and find another job somewhere else where we could earn more money, but the job wouldn't be as good.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be as fun.
Absolutely, yeah, that's exactly it.
And you kind of have to weigh up, well, if I'm going to spend all this time at work, I want to be happy in the job I'm doing. Maybe this is some life advice for you today. If I'm doing this, if I'm all these hours every day, in a job, I should at least be either making the most of it or doing a job that I like.
Absolutely, yeah, it makes sense to me, and I respect him for just saying, no, if you've got nothing for me, I'm off. It don't matter how much money you give me. You've got to respect that. I'd say though, I would.
Here we go. Here's the contradiction.
I wouldn't mind. It's like being the third choice goalkeeper for a Premier League club. You're never ever gonna play. You're just gonna sit on the bench and earn loads of money, and I'd kind of be okay with that. But I can appreciate that he's so passionate about wrestling that he just wants to wrestle, and absolutely fair play to him.
And goalkeeper would just want to goalkeep.
Yes, I suppose.
If you were the third choice goalie for Arsenal, for example, because again I'm not massively a football guy, could you kind of moonlight with some other clubs, or is it like no, stay on that bench and wait?
No, you can't do that. You're gonna stay on the bench and wait.
I thought you might be able to do. Could you start a podcast at least?
Probably.
Welcome to the third goalie from Arsenal podcast.
Yeah, I'd listen to that.
Do you know what? I think I'd listen to that too. The memoirs of the third goalie from Arsenal.
Today I had lunch and then sat on a bench.
And then I sat and recorded this podcast, which I edited in Adobe Audition. That was my day. We're sponsored by Blue Chew. Brilliant. Yeah. One person who is definitely sticking around in the WWE system is Xavier Woods from The New Day. He, according to Fightful Select, has signed an extensive contract with the company. Fightful Select saying that there was recently a negotiation period with Woods and WWE that resulted in him signing a multi-year extension to remain. His contracts would have been up in September, but the two sides were able to come to terms on a deal. Those that we spoke to say the deal came down to the wire and was only finalised last month. So literally in the month that the contract ends, Woods was committed to it. Does that maybe explain why we feel like the New Day have been spinning their wheels somewhat?
Very possibly, yeah, because they were just waiting to see if they signed a new contract.
Yeah, like why would you commit to somebody who isn't going to stick around?
Yeah, no, very true. Yeah, it could well be that, because they have just kind of been doing nothing as of late, and they just feel like they're just being wasted, because New Day are so good. I think we forget sometimes that, like, remember when they turned on Big E? Oh, it was unbelievable, and then since then they just haven't capitalised whatsoever. So it is a shame, but hopefully, Xavier Woods re-signing, and you'd imagine Kofi would stay as well.
Yeah, you'd have thought so. Maybe now they're on the books, we might actually see some momentum.
Hopefully, they
again.
get something to do rather than just wrestle Penner every week and lose.
That's it. Oh, because you're close to becoming the third goalkeeper for Arsenal in that kind of situation. We got to talk about Shane McMahon. My socials went a bit weird with him, and I had quite a few DMs going, hey, have you covered this yet? I'm like, it's 2 a.m. I'm not up for another hour. Let's look at that in the morning. So give us the skinny on why we're talking about Shane McMahon this morning.
I love a bit of Shane McMahon news. It's always
Don't
fun,
we all? If only Ross was here.
Yeah,
he
sorry,
loves
Ross. Shane McMahon was a talking point in the last few hours, as WWE.com had seemingly moved Shane out of the alumni section and back into the current superstars section, which has got many people thinking that a WWE return for Shane is forthcoming. Very interesting. However, looking the Wayback Machine, Shane was on the active roster back in November, but we cannot confirm if he dropped at any point in the last 12 months.
We were like, oh, this is exciting. Shane's coming back, and then it was a bit of fun further inspection. Oh no, he was on the roster as early as 12 months ago. He may have disappeared and then recently come back. It's got people talking about what Shane McMahon does next, because we're in this time where Stephanie McMahon is kind of the last McMahon. I think Stephanie McMahon is now the only McMahon to have been at every WrestleMania.
Oh, really? Wow, yeah.
Even when she was a kid, she was backstage at them.
I haven't thought. Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Because she's been at every WrestleMania, I do believe now.
Yeah.
So
now getting in the Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, and she's getting in there before Vince.
Yeah,
I think Vince would never wanted to go in the Hall of Fame anyway, but they're putting Stephanie in there. So Shane, where does Shane fit in the modern period of WWE? What would you have him do? Let's do a quick 9 pitches, but one Joel pitch.
John Cena's last match.
You are
Shane McMahon. Hell in a Cell. Why not? Do it all.
Hell in a Cell on fire.
2 hours long. Slowly climbing up. Jump off again. Why not?
How would we feel if it was an open challenge and here comes the money?
I'd be into it. I can't lie. That would be good fun. Remember all the rumours about him going to AEW? They've died down now, haven't they? But I was excited for that. I know people are against it, but I was like, it would be a bit of fun when it's seeing Shane.
Yeah, that weird clandestine meeting meeting with Tony Khan in a hotel that the maid took a photo of, presumably wearing like a big hat with a camera underneath it.
Yeah, the Homer Simpson hat.
I don't see that happening now. I think if he's going to do anything, he's going to be around the company. I know his son Declan recently had an internship at ESPN, who's one of WWE's new media partners. So there's a chance that he might come away from doing football because he's been a running back for Indiana University. He might go into the broadcast world. Declan McMahon might pop up on WWE before Shane.
Yeah, why not? I'm all for it. It would be interesting to see if Shane came back. Would he wrestle or would it be in a backstage role? I'm not sure he's got it in him anymore, has he?
That never stopped him before.
That's very true.
Never stopped him before. Do we get Shane McMahon back in WWE before Grand Theft Auto 6? That is the real question on our minds today. Let us know in the comments down below. And give love to Shaggy Joel. 2 news videos today. First time on the news.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's go!
Hope I did all right.
You did. Of all the news people I have done news with, you are one of them.
Wow.
For the very latest wrestling news, you did smash it. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Say the thing.
Bye.
That'll do.